Hi, hello all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Concept Coach, where learning becomes understanding. Yeah, we all know that we are started one series that is called UPSC CSE Previous Year Question Paper Analysis. As part of that UPSC CSE PYQ analysis, today we will discuss about the question number 16 to question number 20 from the 2026 paper set A. Okay, now let us move to the question number 16. I am reading the question number 16. Here it is given. Which of the following factors contributed to the formation of the forward bloc by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1939? So we must know the background of 1939. In 1939, we have the Congress presidential election. In a Tripuri session of INC. For the elections, we have two candidates. One is Pattabi Sitaramaya, which is preferred by the Mahatma Gandhi, and coming to the second person, Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, so among so in that election, Subhash Chandra Bose won, and Pattabi Sitaramaya was defeated in that elections. Who was preferred with Mahatma Gandhi. So now we will see the option number 1, like statement number 1. Now we need to see. Coming to statement number 1, Bose failed to win the confidence of Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, it is correct, because Mahatma Gandhi preferred the candidate Pattabi Sitaramaya, but here Subhash Chandra Bose won the elections. And coming to the statement number 2, the Congress left was disunited and failed to support Bose. It is also correct, because Congress left. First of all, we need to know what are the parties we have in Congress left. Here, coming to the parties, we have 4 major parties in Congress left. That is Congress Socialist, next coming to Communist Party, next coming to Radical Nationalist Party, and one more party is Royalists. So among these 4 parties, there have been no unity. Because there are different parties, they have different opinions. So the statement number 2 also correct. The Congress left was disunited, no unity among those 4 parties, and failed to support the Bose. Statement number 2 also correct. And coming to the statement number 3, the communist did not support Bose in his endeavors. This statement number 3 is wrong, because the communists were supported to Subhash Chandra Bose in various stages, So the statement number 3 is a wrong statement. And coming to the statement number 4, the supporters of M.N. Roy and socialist leaders like Jayaprakash Narayan preferred Congress unity to support Bose. This statement is also correct, because these exponents, these famous personalities who were M.N. Roy and Jayaprakash Narayana was interested to be unity in Congress party, but in Congress party there are disturbances arise, because Mahatma Gandhi favored the candidate Pattabi Sitaramaya, but elections Subhash Chandra Bose won. So M.N. Roy and Jayaprakash Narayana always preferred the unity of Congress. So they were also not able to give strong support to the Subhash Chandra Bose. So 1, 2, and 4 are correct. So option B is the correct explanation for the 16th question. Okay. Next, we will move to the 17th question. Here I am reading 17th question. Consider the following statements regarding the British policy in Awadh immediately after annexation in 1856. Yeah, now we will see the background of this 1856. In 1856, the Governor General is Lord Dalhousie. So under the Governor Generalship of Lord Dalhousie, there is one thing happened, that is Awadh region. Awadh region was merged into British Kingdom. And immediately merging the Awadh region into the British Kingdom, British were reduced the political influence of Talukdars, and they were removed the Talukdar systems indirectly. and majorly Britishers remove the talukdars in between the peasants and Britishers. Then so that Britishers get revenue directly from the peasant. There were no intermediates. And also one more thing was introduced, that is summary revenue settlement. Summary revenue settlement was also introduced in that 1856 year. So according to the summary revenue settlement, talukdars were completely removed from the peasants to Britishers. Okay, this is the background of 1856. Now we will get to see the option statement number 1. The talukdars were dispossessed of their estates but allowed to retain their arms and forest. This statement number 1 is wrong, because up to here it is correct, the statement, but allowed to retain their arms and force, it is not correct, because the Britishers wanted to disarm the talukdars. They wanted to remove the talukdari system entirely. So next, coming to the statement number 2, a summary revenue settlement was made in 1856, correct, assuming that talukdars were outsiders. This statement number 2 is correct. And coming to the statement number 3, the British believed in taking revenue directly from peasants by removing the talukdars. The British believed in taking revenue directly from peasants by removing the talukdars. This statement number 3 also correct. Which of the statement given above are correct? Means only 2 and 3 are correct. So option A is the correct explanation for the 17th question. Now we will see about the 18th question. Consider the following assertions. There it is given some information. The genesis of political alliances based on community. Here the key term is the community. Political alliances based on the community lay in the very nature of the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms 1999. So which of the following statements supports the above assertions? Here 3 points are given in that question. So among these 3 points, how many points supported to this information? The question is asking here. So now we will see the background of Montagu-Chelmsford reform. Before the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, we need to know one more thing, that is Indian Councils Act 1909. What is that? Indian Councils Act 1909, also known as Marley-Minto reforms. Marley-Minto reforms in 1909. So according to this Marley-Minto reforms, first time the Indians are getting chance to participate the British legislative policies. So first time Indians are getting chance to participate in the legislature process. However, the decisions are taken, the final decisions are centralized at the Britishers only, because the governor and monarchy have most of the veto powers. So just we are able to participate the legislation process. However, the decision power remains at Britishers. This is one component we need to understand. And here I have one question. Who is the first Indian entered in British Viceroy? Please comment this. So please comment the answer if you know. And coming to the second component here, one component is introduced, that is separate electorate. What is the separate electorate? We must know. Separate electorate means if the elections based on the community. For example, Muslim representative is participated as a candidate, then only Muslim community is allowed to Muslim community allowed to vote the Muslim representative. So as well as Sikh representative for Sikh community for Sikh representative, and Christian community for Christian representative, and Hindu community for Hindu representative, as well as the elections happened. So this is the second component which we must know. What happens, what the consequences from this separate electorate, what are the consequences means here, the elections should be focused on community based elections, and also some backward classes are afraid of major communities, and also entirely this election shifted in terms of religion, and community based, and it is lost the common national interest. Okay, common national interest. It is forget about the national unity. So these are the consequences arises due to the separate electorate. So now coming to the what is that, Montagu Chelmsford reforms. So in Montagu Chelmsford reform 1999, and now we will read the statement number 1. What is that? Reforms retained and extended the principle of separate electorate. This is absolutely correct. In due to the decision, or due to the decision centralized at Britishers only, we are again demanding some more rights, but however the Britishers reformed in the name of Montagu Chelmsford, but the separate electorate system was there retained. The separate electorate system was retained and extended the principle. So what are the communities, what are the beneficiary communities from the separate electorates? Muslims, Sikhs, Anglo-Indians, Indian, Christians, etc. are the community which are benefited from the separate electorate. So the statement number 1 is correct. And coming to the statement number 2, separate electorates were supposed to counter Indian nationalism, which was growing stronger. This is also correct, because just now we are discussed separate, due to the separate electorate system, the elections shifted in terms of religion and community, not the nationalism. So the statement number 2 also correct. And coming to the statement number 3, deprived classes rallied around the favors inherent in separate electorate. This is also correct, because what are the deprived classes existed during that time? They were afraid of major communities, of course. So both all the statements are correct. So select the answer using the code given below. Means option D is the correct answer, correct explanation for the 18th question. And now we will move to the 19th question. Now we will move to the 19th question. The 19th question asking about the Gharanas. Pandit Mallikarjun Mansur, the famous classical singer from Karnataka, represent the following ragas. So the question is asking about the Pandit Mallikarjuna Mansur. He was born in Karnataka, and he got the he practiced the Hindu ragas, and he awarded with Padma Bhushan, and as well as Padma Vibhushan, and as well as Sangeeta Nataka Academy Award also he got it, and he got in. Now now the question is asking he practiced what ragas. So he practiced very complex and rare ragas, which are Jaipur Atrauli Garana, which these complex and rare raga feature is available in Jaipur and Atrauli Garana. So option D is the correct explanation for 19th question. Coming to option A, this is Agra Garana. Agra Garana is influenced by Draupad influence, and it is a famous exponent for this Agra Garana is Fiaz Ali. And we have the explanation for these 5 questions. As usually we have one explanation image for every video. So as a part of that, we have one image for these 5 questions. So in this we have the features for Agra and Gwalior and Patiala Gharana. So coming to Agra Gharana, as we said previously just now, Agra Gharana is Draupad influence and the famous exponent for this Agra Gharana is Fiaz Khan. Next, coming to the Gwalior Gharana, it is an oldest Gharana, and it is very simple, and it is very clarity composition, and coming to this famous exponent for this Gharana is Vishnu Digambar Paluskar, and as well as Krishna Rao is one more famous exponent for this Gwalior Gharana. And coming to the Patiala Gharana is the fastest tan feature it is having, and also ornamental style singing. And the famous exponent for this Gharana is Ali Khan, Bade Gulam Ali Khan. And coming to Jaipur Trauli, it is a rare ragas and complex, intricate and intellectual style. And it is a famous exponent for this Gharana is Mallikarjuna Mansur. So we have so now the explanation for the 19th question has been finished, and now we will move on to the 20th question. The question asking here is in which one among the following texts does the term Kshetra-patni? So this is related to the ancient history terms. Okay, the question is asking in which of these options the Kshetra-patni term is having. So coming to the option A, Rigveda. In Rigveda, the hymns are related to Indra, Varuna, Agni, and Soma, this god. So the hymns related to the Rigveda, and in Rigveda, the term Kshetra-pati is there. Kshetra-pati is there, who was male god, not a female god. But here in this question asking about Kshetra-patni. Kshetra-patni means female god. Kshetra means field, and Patni is mistress, female god. And coming to the option B, Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda is the correct option, because in Atharva Veda we have the Kshetra-patni. In Atharva Veda is related to the agriculture hymns, and healing charms, household rituals, everyday concerns, and coming to like fertility prayers, like the related to these things, Atharva Veda having the hymns. And coming to the option C, Ashtadhyayi is written by Panini, and it is the treaty of grammatical treatise of grammar. It is a grammatical treaty which deals with the Sanskrit grammar, and which deals with the Sanskrit grammar, and as well as language rules, and as well as we have word formations. And coming to Arthashastra is authored by Kautilya. Arthashastra is associated with Kautilya, and it deals with the taxation, economy, diplomacy, and as well as governance. These things were dealt in Arthashastra. So this is about today's session, and we have the explanation video for these and we have explanation image for these 5 questions, and we will post in Telegram as usual. And if please do one like and subscribe to our channel, and share this video to many competitive exam aspirants. Thank you all, your Pawan Kumar.